Ayun. Like, I was thinking about it. So the book sale went way better than I thought. They had signed editions, they had first editions, they had books that came out this year. Like, they had everything that you could want. I mean, I guess they didn't have that many romance books, but fantasy-wise, they had everything. So, guys, I'm back from the library sale. I made the rookie mistake of not bringing a bag. I was thinking about it, but it just escaped my mind. So I was freaking out when I got there. And I saw a lot of people who had bags, and I was like, oh no. But my boyfriend asked, and the library had extra bags. So, let's take everything out. I can't get it out. Okay. So, sorry I didn't film more when I was in there. I just started grabbing books, and my arms were full because I didn't have a bag, and then I couldn't film. And then more and more people came, so. But yeah, we were there for 30 minutes, quick in and out. Okay. Let's get into it. So I basically only went to the YA section and sci-fi / fantasy. I don't know if they had a literary fiction section. I don't think they had a romance section. So that was like all I could find, but found a lot. I did not even get all the books I wanted. So, all right. So, we are starting out with this book, which is Gardens of the Moon by Steven Erikson. This is volume 1 of the Malazan Book of the Fallen series. This is my boyfriend's favorite series, so I'm just getting that. He says this is very brutal, so not sure if I'll like it, but I'll give it a try. And the cover is cool. So, on that vein, I also got the first collected tales of Brooch Lane and Corporal Brooch. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. These are 3 short stories of the Malazan Empire, so it's like connected to this. Don't know what order you read it in, I'll look it up. But the lady, another lady shopping at the library sale said this is like, these are like the humorous characters, but I'm gonna have my guard up. I'm still gonna expect something dark, so who even knows if I'll get to this. Oh yeah, so this one, I don't know how much this was, because it's not written. They wrote all the prices. This one doesn't have a price, so I'll just guess it was probably $2. This was $3. I'm also checking the conditions while I am going through these books. The next book is one of my 5-star reads. It is The Left Hand of Darkness by Ursula K. Le Guin. Now this is, like, I like to think of it as, it's like an adventure book, but also scientific study at the same time. So on the back it says, on the planet Winter, there is no gender. The Gethenians can become male or female during each mating cycle, and this is something that humans find incomprehensible. So this person is studying these beings who, people misexplain this book. They say they don't have gender, but they do have gender. It just changes constantly. So if you're interested in gender studies, specifically, and even if you are a adventure, you like adventure books, those are like the 2 big interests that are in this book. But I gave it 5 stars. I really loved it. So highly recommend, and looks in good condition. This was $2. The next book I got was The Atlas Six by Olivia Blake. I believe this is the indie version. I could be wrong, but it doesn't have a publisher on the spine, so I think it's the indie edition. I loved Gifted and Talented. I gave it 5 stars, so I want to collect more of her books. I want to read probably maybe Wonder My Enemy or Masters of Death before getting into this, because this is a series. So I kind of want to read some standalones first before I get into this one. But for now, let's put it next to Gifted and Talented. I don't know, that looks weird. Get my Olivia Blake collection going. So the next book I got is another 5-star, like Left Hand Darkness. I got Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. I think this is first edition, not sure. Let me know. The library sale had so many hardcovers. I'm a hardcover girl, but this was only $3. And yeah, this is pristine. Some of the other books are not in pristine condition, but this one is. So yeah, if you're a big hardcover fan like me, highly recommend library sales. I just like hardcovers because they're sturdier, and a lot of my paperbacks get damaged as soon as I start reading them, and the hardcovers, they don't get damaged as easily. So, and I just think they look better. So this is about, I mean, my brain focuses on the romance. So it's about a scholar who falls in love with a goddess, I believe. And she has the power to, I believe, enter dreams and control dreams. And so together they discover the secrets of a hidden city. So yeah, sorry if I didn't explain that well to those of you who have read this book, but beautiful writing, and I just could not pass this up for $3. It doesn't fall. Okay, the next book is Babel by R.F. Kuang. It says An Arcane History. So yeah, this is a standard edition. It's a little worn at this spine, but can't really tell. I think this was the most overpriced book. It was $6. I need to erase all these, by the way. Yeah, like, I don't think this book should have been $6 because it's damaged. Okay, well, it's damaged. So yeah, this one was overpriced in my opinion, but I just need this book. So it's like, I can't keep putting it off. I've got to get this book because I liked Poppy War, give it 4 stars. Red Catabasis, give it 5 stars. So I've got to get to this one. Ooh. Oh, so it won't fit. Okay. Okay. So next we have A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness. This one was $3. Same price as this. I don't understand the pricing. Same price as Strange the Dreamer. So this is about, it's kind of like Dark Academia. It's about a scholar who unearths an enchanted alchemical manuscript. So, and then we also meet an enigmatic Matthew Claremont, a vampire with a keen interest in the book. I eventually want to have a vampire shelf on one of my bookshelves, so this can go on that. And then Quicksilver could also go on that. And then the rest of my vampire books are in my room, but I want to get a vampire shelf going. I really wanted to own this because I feel like it'd be really good. And I don't want to check it out from the library because like it's almost 600 pages and it's pretty dense. Like it's not, I don't think it'll be I don't think it'll be too difficult to read, but I think it'll take me a little bit of time. So for longer books, I'd rather own them than feel pressure from the library to like rush and return them. So it's Discovery of Witches. The next book is a bit embarrassing because it's The Night Circus, and I already own this book, but I lost it. I have no memory. I bought it 7 years ago, and I just don't know. Like, I wasn't into it at the time. I soft DNF'd it, and then I lost it. So I don't know if I donated it or what, but I just can't find it. But now I've reached the season of my life where I'm in the mood for this. And like, I read the beginning again recently, and I'm like, October is almost done, but October will be perfect time for me. I'm really in the mood to read this. Okay, I wanna tell you what it's about. A fierce competition is underway, a duel between two young magicians, Celia and Marco, who have been trained since childhood, especially for this purpose, by their mercurial ancestors. Unbeknownst to them, this is a game in which only one can be left standing. Amidst the high stakes, Celia and Marco soon tumble headfirst into love, setting off a domino effect of dangerous consequences and leaving the lives of everyone from the performers to the patrons hanging in the balance. So yeah, this is my taste now. I don't think this was my taste 7 years ago, but this book came out in 2011. So she's a classic. I'll put this in my room. And the last book I'm most excited about is Gods and Monsters by Shelby Mahurin. And this is a signed first edition. So together we're gonna look at this autograph. At the library sale, they had tags and book if it was autographed or if it was a new release. So we're gonna check that out. Oh, there it is. There's the signature. I'm surprised she didn't sign there, but so the other books in the series are Serpent and Dove and Blood and Honey. So that is the book. So I've read Serpent and Dove the very beginning of this year, and I loved it. It was almost a 5-star. It just needed, like, the plot was a little bit lacking, but the romance is probably the best romance I've ever read in a romantasy. So yeah, I'm just in love with the writing, so I'm gonna collect the hardcovers. I don't have a lot of signed books, so a signed book for $4. Anyway, so that is the book. Sarah J. Maas blurbs all the books. For those of you that are fans of hers, she says the first book, she said, a brilliant debut full of everything I love. Serpent and Dove is an absolute gem of a book. So she blurbed the first book in the series, which I also loved. So yeah, even though Serpent and Dove ended up being 4.75, like, I'm in love with the writing, and like, she's one of my favorite authors now. So I hope the plot will like kick up a little more. So that is all the books. My total ended up being $27 about. So all these books I bought, they all together, they cost less than one Barnes & Noble book. Last time I went to Barnes, I bought a book for $35. One book. And so how many books did I buy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 9 books for $27. So yeah, highly recommend library sales. If you really want to go to one, just Google all the libraries in your area and then scroll down and look for the events on your library's website, and then library sales will pop up. Highly recommend. Good quality. They have, well, at least my library has autographed books, new books, hardcovers, great condition. So yeah, highly recommend library sales over Barnes & Noble. Super high quality, rare books, old editions, first editions that you just can't get at Barnes. So that is it for this video. So excited. This is my first library sale. Maybe I'll go to one like once a year, twice a year, so we'll see. So yeah, it was so amazing. So I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.